Rain hammered the streets of London. Sophia pushed open the door of the tiny corner bookstore, her white blouse soaked and clinging to her skin. She was 28, wild dark curls, paint-stained fingers, and eyes that looked like they'd already seen too much of life. At the back of the shop, Alex stood browsing old poetry books. 32, sharp jawline, tailored shirt sleeves rolled up, revealing strong forearms. His usual world was glass offices and late-night deals. Tonight he was simply tired of it. Their eyes met when she reached for the same copy of Pablo Neruda's 20 love poems. Sparks. Literal and figurative. Great minds, he said, voice low and smooth. Or desperate ones, she replied with a teasing smile. I need something that reminds me love isn't just a transaction. He laughed, a real one. For the first time in months. They talked for hours in that bookstore, then moved to a small wine bar. Conversation flowed like the rain outside. She told him about quitting her corporate job to paint full-time. He admitted his success felt hollow. The chemistry was electric. Every time their hands brushed, heat shot through both of them. When she leaned forward to make a point, his eyes dropped involuntarily to the way her damp blouse outlined her breasts. She noticed. She didn't mind. Come to my studio, she said suddenly, eyes sparkling with mischief. I want to paint you. The hot heart of the story. The studio was a converted loft in Shoreditch, exposed brick, canvases everywhere, and the rain beating against huge skylights. She made him sit on a stool. Shirt off, she ordered playfully. He raised an eyebrow but obeyed, revealing a toned chest and shoulders. Sophia's breath caught. She started painting, but the brushstrokes grew slower. Her eyes kept drifting to his body. Alex stood up, walked over, and gently took the brush from her hand. My turn, he whispered. He unbuttoned her blouse slowly, one button at a time, eyes locked on hers the whole time. The fabric fell open. Her skin was warm, flushed. He traced a finger down her collarbone, between her breasts, and she shivered. They didn't make it to the bed. He lifted her onto the wide wooden table covered in drop cloths. Their mouths crashed together, hungry, desperate. His hands explored her curves with reverence and heat. She moaned softly as he kissed down her neck, then lower, taking one hard nipple into his mouth while his fingers slid under her skirt. Alex, she gasped. He dropped to his knees, pushed her thighs apart, and worshipped her with his tongue, slow, deep, relentless. Her hands gripped his hair as pleasure built like the storm outside. When she came, crying out his name, the rain seemed to roar in approval. He stood, freed himself, and entered her in one smooth thrust. They moved together, raw, passionate, skin against skin. Not just sex. It felt like two lonely souls finally finding home. He took her hard and deep, then slow and sensual, whispering how beautiful she was, how much he needed her. She wrapped her legs around him, nails digging into his back, urging him on. Their climax hit like thunder, together, shaking, breathless, foreheads pressed together. Sunlight streamed in the next morning. Alex woke to the smell of coffee and the sight of Sophia painting in nothing but his shirt. For a moment he panicked, he had a big meeting. Work. The life he'd built. She saw it in his eyes. Don't, she said softly. Don't run back to a life that doesn't touch you. He pulled her into his arms. They stood by the window watching the city wake up. I've spent years chasing success and ended up empty, he admitted. Last night, I felt more alive than I have in a decade. She smiled. Passion without connection is just noise. Real love, the kind that sets your soul and body on fire, demands you show up. Not just in bed, but in life. He kissed her forehead. Stay with me. Not just tonight. Let's build something real. Final shot. They walk out into the now sunny streets hand in hand, her head on his shoulder. Voiceover, Sophia. True desire isn't just about bodies. It's about choosing someone every day, even when life gets loud. The hottest fire burns when two hearts decide to stay. Fade out on their kiss in the sunlight.